finals on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Soldier Field. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10, it's Willis. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Again to throw, Willis on second down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They go play action here. Mond. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off the play fake, Mond. Eluding the pressure right. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mond now off of play action. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced him to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Congrats on 7-0 subs.
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears have...
Noble check Discord, then come back here.
Now they're going to fake
okay.
it.
Let me go ahead. He's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Willis. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
I love that you're replaying it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Hi, Patterson.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Zuri, my son. I'm going to play with later, but...
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Sound.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Someone is LOL.
And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon steps away to his left.
The bot.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. He is out of bounds inside the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
That'll
be caught by Anderson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 33 yards that time. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
No, not 1-2. I am just spirally short. Really? Laughing.
Here's Mon. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Mon looks to throw. Being chased out left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
I thought I was
down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. Dancing to his left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Mon throwing for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Catboy.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again. But we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Malik Willis, 40 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Now Mond.
1-0
That's into double
these
coverage
days.
and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mond going to throw it. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mond out of the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mond. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Before he's inside the 30. Drive might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it.
WS2.
And my goodness, another. McCrane on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robbie Anderson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
WS2.
Let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. After the sack on first down, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready? Ready, go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Back to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the crowd, and he's going to go down again. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Willis backed up to his own goal line. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out right at the 25. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, and something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tariq Woolen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth down, Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On second and a yard, Willis flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Robert Tonyan, 47 yards. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. He's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Willis now off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, it's a slant to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis to throw. Rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota, they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile for Chicago, they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the king first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's right. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up.
they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pending. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey